speaking unawareness then, we just did the rundown. It's not out yet, but Dave was wearing a shirt. It might be my favorite shirt of all time. I want to make it. I want to sell it. I don't know if we will, though. Fucking billboard says, gaslighting is not real. You're just crazy. Thoughts. Mean Girl Pod thoughts.
Oh, God.
Because y'all love to throw around the word gaslight these days.
If I can start a little bit.
Term of the decade.
I think girls get a bad rep on this because it's what everyone does to every word ever. If a word gets popular enough, it gets bastardized and no longer means anything.
Yes, and that's what happened to
the word du jour currently, it has been for like 2 years. Basically, I blame Trump. It started with Trump, so it started with the guys.
I feel like it started with The Bachelor.
I think no.
All those girls are always like, he's gaslighting, he's gaslighting, he's gaslighting.
I mean, like, I would venture. I've never seen The Bachelor. I would venture to guess they didn't start until after 2016.
Because he was saying, I don't think I know. What does Trump say with gaslighting? That like
just like the stuff he make up about Mexicans and like.
They're saying that Trump was
gaslighting the country.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, he probably did that. Yeah.
I would guess. I would venture to guess. So it was started by a man. And then women ruined it. Like everything!
All the fun gone as soon as girls show up.
But the I do think that kind of that word entered the zeitgeist through him.
Now I mean, like, I totally understand. Actual gaslighting is fucking psychotic and terrible and like sociopathic. But it now has become like, if you're in a fight and you say something. If I say something you disagree with, you're just like, you're gaslighting me. It's like, that's not what this word means at all.
Yeah, it's definitely overused. But I feel like a few years ago, gaslighting, narcissism,
yeah, that's another one.
Yeah,
they all got like
all of these are the Trump words.
Yes, these are the buzzwords. 100%.
What's the like? It's narcissistic personality disorder. Or something?
Yeah. Every
that became a buzzword too, where it's like, you're a narcissist. I don't get.
I am.
Yeah, I mean,
to be clear,
but that's what
for
I'm saying.
sure.
When you're in a relationship. It's like, it's me and you.
Yeah.
And you tell me to be honest about my feelings and shit. It's my feelings. You're gonna be talking about yourself and how you know. So it's like, it all is a little inherently narcissistic.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're never worrying about your partner, that's the problem. But it's like, you're so narcissistic. You're just talking about what you think. It's like, well, what the. Yeah, we're only two people here.
I don't know what you think.
Yeah.
When you throw the personality disorder and you make it clinical, that's when it gets weird. It's like, no, I'm not. I don't have narcissistic personality disorder. It's when I walk by store windows, I look at myself in the fucking reflection. Yeah, it's a different.
I'm vain,
thing.
all right? I'm just a vain asshole. I don't have a fucking clinical problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess maybe. You just haven't been diagnosed yet.
What do you think about the shirt?
What was it? Can you?
It said gaslighting is not real.
You're just crazy.
You're just crazy.
So
you love gaslighting, don't you? You love to throw that term around. Not to do it. You love to tell people.
You gaslighter.
You love to tell people that they're gaslighting you, don't you?
I call people narcissists a lot.
All the time.
All the time.
Isn't it narcissistic to be like, you're not thinking enough about me?
But I've called myself narcissistic.
Okay, well then you're good. As long as you have your own.
You've come a really long way on the podcast. I mean, we've
that's another thing too. People as like podcast fans will be like, it's like, yeah, this job is to talk about my opinions.
As
like,
long as you're aware.
It's a little weird. Like, it's a weird thing that we do. Like, of course, it's going to be a little.
You'd be the worst podcaster ever if you're like, what do you guys think? No one can respond.
Right. But yeah, how many? Yeah, I can see.
I can see
so many boys.
Both you are like, I know who signs the check, so I'm gonna shut up. But
I know, I'm like,
no, wait, no, I don't agree with that. I love the shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I like the shirt. I would wear the shirt. Jack Mack told us at the beginning we were talking about the word gaslight. He goes, "It's what you two do to the internet every day." I think it's funny. This shirt's funny. This shirt's ironic.
It's also it's like just white shirt, black writing, very like a billboard. But forget about the T-shirt. What do you think about the notion that you're overusing gaslighting?
We're completely overusing gaslighting. Gaslighting started with the guy.
That's very different than you. You think you love to tell people they're gaslighting.
No, she loves. You like that?
Love it.
But I also
that's your go-to.
I also love to gaslight people. I'm a gaslight. My friends will be like, "You're gaslighting me right now." I'm like, I know.
But like,
I'm
so you know, the true essence of that would be like,
You have to be successful.
Yeah.
There's no
but like,
way.
you'd have to be like, this person's doing something that is totally fine, but I'm gonna tell them that it's crazy until they believe it. That like, I really don't think there's a lot of like dickheads, a lot of like selfish people, a lot of people who suck in relationships, cheat, steal, whatever. I don't think there's many out there who are like, I'm gonna slowly over the course of this relationship break you. There are.
Yeah.
And it can be fucked up. I just don't think it's the average guy. I think average guys are fucking dumb. I don't think the average guy is gonna be like, I'm gonna plant this seed and in a couple weeks do it again, and then by 6 months I will have molded her to be. You know, it's just like
I do it with TV shows. I do it with TV shows. I'll throw my hat in the ring. I'll admit it.
What do you do?
Gaslighter.
If they like a TV show I don't like, if they like a TV show I don't like, I keep calling it dumb. And then
until she thinks it's
they're
dumb too.
like, you're right, it is dumb.
I feel like
Is that technically is that gaslighting?
I mean, that's just me. That's me being my honest opinion. I'm like, this show stinks. I hate this.
Well, that's what I mean. What it would be,
It's slowly
more like,
eroding your confidence in a show.
That's gaslighting.
No, but it's not gaslighting. 'Cause I'm saying I don't like the show.
I think it would be gaslighting.
Like, I don't like the show.
If you were just like, I want her to stop watching this show so that she's like a different person. So I'm gonna tell her, like,
I just want to watch my show.
That's what I mean.
Different term.
So I think the difference would be if you're being forced to watch a show and you just say it sucks until they believe it. That's just you're a TV critic, bro.
Yeah.
It would be more like if I know you love watching The Bachelor every night and I just tell you it's dumb until you're like, yeah, you're right, it's
Wait,
dumb.
isn't there actually like a term for that where you like give hints to people every single day and then they start to do
gaslighting.
it?
I mean, it's like,
it's like
Pavlovian.
Yeah.
Where it's like that's where you're like, I'm gonna try to change you.
But
by
that's like with a
convincing yourself
reward.
of something.
That's,
Like,
that's
this isn't reward based.
Foaming at the mouth.
I don't know. I feel like gaslighting is definitely overused, but I feel like we all gaslight because it's like an ego thing. I feel like.
But that's what I mean.
everyone's-
There's something there. I don't think that's gaslighting.
No,
gaslighting
we
is a
overuse
very
it.
specific thing
Yeah.
that is like super terrible and like crazy.
Yeah.
I think this is more like you're being a little bit selfish in the relationship and you should whatever the fuck it is, but it's not gaslighting.
Gaslighting would be like I bit into an apple and I broke my tooth, and then and me blaming the apple, but then the person being like, no, it's your tooth's issue. Like that's gaslighting. Like they're gaslighting me to think that it's my problem. Like
Yes,
my fault.
yeah. If someone was saying yes, right,
Weird
right,
example,
that would
but
be
I've
fucking
heard that
Real
example.
weird example.
Really
Very
weird.
weird.
I don't know.
Why don't we just stick with the example?
It's the lantern.
With the gaslight lantern.
Gaslight.
that example?
That one's
That's
pretty
where
easy
it
to
came
get.
from.
I don't know. If I've heard
Oh,
that
you never
one.
heard it?
I never told you.
No.
It's from like a play, right?
It's a play, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like
What is it?
Every
It's-
night he turned the lantern down like a little bit.
Oh, to make her feel
And-
crazy.
and then
She
he's
was like,
"What
it's
you-
getting darker, and he was like, no, it's
what are
not.
you
What
talking
are you
about?
talking
It's
about?
not."
Oh,
He just kept
that's
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean.
intentional
That's
though.
crazy
Yeah,
manipulative
yeah.
behavior. Whereas more often than not, I think you're dating like a fucking dummy from Murray Hill in a
Or some
Patagonia
dick,
vest
yeah,
who's just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I fucked up, and I didn't, you know.
I think
I
girls
didn't
forget
gaslight.
how simple-minded men are
Yes.
in the most nicest way possible.
Yeah, no, it's pretty.
Like,
We're pretty black
yeah.
and white and basic.
It's a good thing most of the time how simple-minded they are.
Just time 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, you have 21 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
That was fat. Holy crap! I feel like this is
Time
speeding.
flies when you're
I know most
when you're
Talking
telling
about
girls that they're
gaslighting.
dumb.
most dangerous game show after show is on.
Yeah, I just that I think is just a misnomer that I think is getting, and then it just becomes it's like now even if you are doing something wrong, if you tell me I'm gaslighting, I'm gonna be a stubborn asshole and be like,
If
shut
somebody-
the fuck up with the gaslighting.
If somebody tells you you're gaslighting, you're just automatically pissed off because you're
Done.
just not.
It's
simply
just not going to be a constructive way to talk about whatever the problem is.
No.
'Cause it's just like you're hitting me with the buzzword, and I don't think you're right. And
It's easy
whatever.
out too. We use it as an easy out.
Yeah, it's a crutch
Yeah.
for sure.
It doesn't get you
I
anywhere
mean,
either.
it's what we did with Crazy for centuries.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
true.
And
but sometimes you're being crazy. Sometimes there's just definitively. I think it's because guys are more simple, you think, and girls sometimes are more like focused on the relationship. Where
more
it's
anal.
like, more anal.
Yes, more anal.
More anal. More anal would fix a lot of these problems. I swear to God. We wouldn't have any of these issues. But it's like when you're like, if you are screaming and yelling and getting upset about something in a relationship, and a guy is like, "This is not a big deal," it seems crazy to us. It's like, whoa, this is crazy. Like there have been times where I'm like, this is nuts. This can't possibly be a normal reaction to the situation. We're breaking things. We're screaming like this is crazy.
But I'm
crazy.
also I'm an energy matcher.
So you'll go.
in no matter like I'm an energy
You yell at
matcher.
me, I'll yell at you?
Be it with the boys. Like, I match energies. And if you want to fucking break shit, I'll break shit, dude.
That's dangerous. Oh god.
You're an energy
That's an abusive
matcher.
relationship.
if you want me to just lay back and chill. Dude, I mean, I'm
That
a
is-
puppy.
that is actually
I'm
true.
I'm like a dog who I act how the owner acts. And then
That is, I truly, I really genuinely mean this. I don't think I've ever picked a fight in a relationship.
They always pick you.
We will always be as cool as she is willing to be.
I don't know if I've picked a fight. I've caused fights.
Yeah. Oh, well,
So
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
she started it, but I really started it
Well,
with
yeah,
my
yeah.
actions.
But you did it like out of, you didn't do it on purpose to start. the fight.
No. It was just me
Like you
being a
did
dumb
something
asshole.
stupid. You're dumb. Whatever. Like
Yeah.
I fucked up for sure. I'm just saying. Like there have been times where I know they fucked up, and I let it slide because I'm like I don't want to get in a fight. The same way that I wish you would let it slide with me. But then I've also gotten to a place where it's like, I know you're not going to let it slide on me, so I shouldn't let it slide on you. And that's called the end of the relationship.
And that's called over.
Yeah.
No.
But like, I'm like, I'm very much like, are we breaking up over this? Because if we are, then okay. If we're not, like, let's fucking chill.
They're just like, no, it's just a fight, and you're like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
what
end
I
of
mean.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's like, let's just not act like this is the end of the fight.
I hate that it's just a fight.
Well, what's the point of that?
It's just-
Yeah.
I grew up thinking a fight was a very big deal.
Yeah.
So like,
Right.
everyone's like, don't get in a fight in the playground. Like, don't get in a fight. Like fights matter. Fights are big.
I
Yeah.
think that's a really weird thing. Like if you fought, if you had like a argument or a yelling match or whatever with a friend or a coworker that you had in a relationship, that friendship and that coworker relationship would probably be over.
yeah.
Or at least like I don't really fuck with you anymore. And in relationships, you're just supposed to have them like relatively frequently and be like, well, relationships are work. It's like, well, it shouldn't be that much fucking work.
it's like-
this is crazy.
And there is probably partly like a separation of sexes where it's like, if I get a fight, it's probably a life or death situation, where it's not like a little like angry thing. Like,
I guess it depends on how you define.
like
fight,
how
right?
like what you grew up being taught what a fight was.
Right.
Is like
fight
a
is
life or
big
death
fucking
thing.
deal.
It is
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe not like girls don't. I mean, I would imagine I've never been raised a girl. I would imagine fights aren't as big a thing in your lives growing up. Well, like
No, I wish I had.
every time you go to the playground, you're like, I have to be ready for a fight.
I wish I was taking notes. Like, I wish I had a piece of paper because you guys just blew my mind like 3 times. Did they do this to you? One,
No.
my husband has never started a fight. I've started them all. He's
All
caused
of
them,
them.
but I'm the one that
Always.
initiated them all.
You
Yep.
starting a fight? No.
I would. I was like, I started all of them. I would never fight with you the way I fought with him ever. That would be life ending. And when I grew up, no, I was not taught to fight. What on earth?
I've only started, well, like, I've only started fights when I want to like secretly, subconsciously sabotage or end a relationship.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never fighting with someone that
I
actually
think-
want
I think
to keep a
if
relationship
you-
with.
I think a real big problem with any of my relationships that ended were like, if you pick a fight with me, there's a level of you that really doesn't have respect for me on a certain
Yeah.
like the way you're talking to me, or the fact that you're really like breaking my balls over this, or you consistently do this one thing that I like. It's like you're just not respecting me, and we're not a good match. You know, like I think it's really weird. Relationships.
You
at
don't
work-
like me.
Yeah,
You're
It's
late
like-
to the party, but come join.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Many other people don't, and that's fine. But we should,
Including the other
we
person
should
in this
stop
room.
trying to jam this peg in the hole, because it's like this is not really working. But I just, if somebody does something I don't like or whatever, I'd be like, well, all right. I mean, that's on me. I'm not gonna like call them out about it and tell them to stop doing it and cause this big thing. It's just because I respect you.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, if it was, I guess there's like a level where it could be constructive, but that's not a fight. Like I see what you're saying.
I get it. And
argument
this is
and
probably
fight,
like
very
an
different.
insecurity of mine. I feel like if you're trying to like constructively change me, part of me is like, I just don't think you like me that
Not
much.
change you, but communicate better with you, like because it's worth it versus like a fight. Like
Yeah.
that's like I've done that, but every time there's been a fight, it's because like I'm like,
Yep.
not because the guys usually
Yeah.
it's not worth it.
Right,
And
right.
I'm like, I think it is. It's gonna be worth it. It's like never worth
And
it.
we do all this so that we can have sex with you, and then we round and round.
And then, yeah, then we end
That's
up.
just how life fucking continues. But sometimes I'm like, I would never go up to a coworker and be like, you need to do this differently because I don't like it. And that's kind of what sometimes fights are about.
I
It's
think
like,
people do that to coworkers.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
think
people
so?
that happens a lot.
We don't, but I think people would like you
But
need to
that's
be
what I
better
mean.
at
But
this.
then you would be like, you're an asshole, right?
People are assholes.
I
There's
think-
more assholes.
I-
If a coworker did that to you, you'd be like, fuck you.
I would be,
But they're not having sex with you, so you don't put up with it.
No, if someone was like, you need to be better at this, I'd be like, okay.
Not a boss, like a equal.
Yeah.
Said that to you. You
I'd
wouldn't
be
be like,
like,
suck my dick.
I mean,
You should.
Wait,
God,
what?
if someone doing that to you, you should tell them to suck your dick. Fuck those people. But if a girl does that to you, you're supposed to just be like, okay, I'll do that.
no, I think like constructive criticism is different than like blowout fights.
Yeah,
be it
yeah.
with coworkers
but
and
that's
relationships.
what I'm saying. I also think that it is. I also think it's weird to be like. This is probably a me thing, but like I think it's strange to be like, I'm gonna give you constructive criticism because I think like you should change.
You would
and be
not
better.
phrase it that way.
Yeah.
Right? You would be like,
I know that's definitely a me thing, but
you-
but I just wouldn't tell. I mean, I guess if someone was doing something like really bad or something, I'd be like, that's not good.
Yeah, I just go, what are you doing?
Yeah,
yeah, but that's not
I don't
right.
phrase it like constructive criticism. I go,
Right.
what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who of sound mind and body would act like that right now? What are you, crazy?
Crazy bitch. No, I think. I mean, I know I definitely came from a place of like relationships are very like. In my family, the women run the show, and the relationships I've been in, so it's very like
Good family.
Yeah, they do.
with a bunch of unhappy dudes.
Yeah.
So I think I'm very like on guard about it. But
You're,
I think
yeah,
it's
you're
very,
like, wait, what?
Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be fast, so that's it.